My name is Katie and I'm a professional makeup artist, and this is an introduction to makeup brushes. A lot of people that I know who aren't professional makeup artists always say, why do I need to invest in makeup brushes that comes with a little sponge in the eyeshadow? And I always tell them, if you want your makeup to look professional, you have to use what the pros use. And I've brought today a selection of my favorite brushes, and I want to discuss with you how to use them, how to hold them, why I think they're necessary. First, I want to discuss blending eyeshadow. You're never going to get a soft blended look in your eye if you're not using a blending brush. Blending brushes are typically soft. You should be able to bend them with your finger, and they should splay out a little bit, like so. But if you look at them, they typically come to a tapered point. And that's really important application of the eyeshadow, because if you're looking at your eyeshadow like this, and you pick up your blending brush, and you just dab it onto your eyeshadow like so, you're going to get a ton of product on the side of your brush, and then when you go to put it on your eye, it's going to be all over the place. So if you want to control the product placement, I always suggest start perpendicular to your shadow and pick up just a little bit on the tip. I always shake off the excess like so, that way you don't get any fallout under your eyes. And then I go in and just using soft circular motions, start blending that shadow into the crease and out onto the brow bone or wherever you want to put it. You're going to get a really soft look, and you can always go back and put more shadow on. So less is more, start slow, perpendicular. Love this brush. Next, I want to talk about flat, firm brushes and how you can use them. These are two different shape brushes. They're both flat, they're both firm, and they're both synthetic. And what's great about these is they're going to pack color on. So when you want to put a lot of color in one area and you're not looking for a soft line, maybe you want a dark lid, maybe you want to put a little highlight under your eyebrow, these are great brushes. And always think about shape, you know, if you have a small eye, use a smaller brush. If you have a larger area you're covering, use a bigger brush. So shape is also really important. Another great flat firm brush is this one, which as you can see comes to a tip. This is great because if you want, it's going to fit right into those tiny little corners, maybe under your eyebrow, in the corner of your eye, but you can also pack things onto your lid. Flat firm brushes, packing, fluffy, blending, okay? Get one of each, have it in your kit. Third, I want to talk about what I like to call the eraser brush. The eraser brush, which is not what it's technically called, that's my nickname, is a tiny, firm blending brush. So this is for blending tiny little areas. I love to use this around my lash line. When I'm doing a smoky eye, I put kohl liner into my waterline, and then I take just a little bit of eyeshadow, and I go in and I just smudge it. This is great for smudging, blending. You can also use this to put a highlight in the inner corner of your eye. I can use this to highlight my upper lip. It's a fantastic brush, it's versatile, it's small, and like I said, small brush, small application, smudgy. You're not going to use this to blend your eyeshadow, you know? Another brush that I could never live without, if I had to do makeup, was the angle brush. The angle brush is very important because a lot of people think all angle brushes are created equal. They're not. What makes an angle brush a good angle brush is being very, very thin and kind of firm. Because if it's too thick, you're going to get thick lines. You'll never get that thin eyeliner. Your eyebrows will look Groucho Marx, everything will fall apart, and you'll wonder, why does my makeup look bad? It's that angle brush. So I love the MAC 266. It's firm enough to do liner, brows, you can do anything with it, and as long as you take care of it, it will last you forever. And like I said, eyebrows, fill them in with shadow. Liner, liquid gel. If you want to use your eyeshadow as liner, this is your brush. Now let's talk about face. Powder puffs, throw them out. You're not going to get a good application of face powder if you take a puff and pack it full of foundation and just start dabbing it on your face. You're going to look cakey. It's going to be a nightmare. I love the Duo Fiber brush. This brush is really dense natural fibers and then synthetic fibers interspersed into the natural fibers. So what this does is you can pick up a little product but put it over a giant area. So that way you start small and you build. You can go back and add more, You can use it wet, you can use it dry, you can use this for cream blush, you can use this for cream foundation, liquid foundation, or you can use it with powder. And because it's a circular shape, I always suggest going in a circular motion. I very rarely use this with strokes because its shape yields itself to circles. So circles around on the face, do your blush like so. I use it for my powder, and I even use it as a highlighting brush because what I'll do is after I apply my blush or my powder or whatever I use it for, I'll dab it like this into a highlighting powder and then just like so, dab it onto my cheeks. Very easy to use, very versatile. Yeah, it may be $50, but that's $50 you spend once and not again for 8 years if you take care of it. And then finally, the kabuki. This is a brush you don't need, but if you get it, it will bring you a lot of happiness. This is wonderful for blending, it's wonderful for applying powder, and it smooths the makeup into your skin. So let's say you get a little carried away with your blush or your powder, you can dab this into a compact, and then you can buff the color into your skin. Your makeup is going to look smoother and more flawless. Thanks for watching. For more great tips, click on the links, and if you have a special request, send us an email at requests@mahalodotcom. See you next time!